Disney Elemental, which features non-binary characters, flops in opening weekend. Let's look at the numbers. Disney, man, they're just going after flops after flops after flops right now. So Pixar's film Elemental, featuring the studio's first non-binary character, earned only $29.5 million on its opening weekend, marking the lowest opening ever for Pixar. The film's underperformance added to Disney's recent string of controversial decisions in the entertainment industry, including a subscriber loss on Disney Plus and the elimination of 75 positions at Pixar Studios, the inclusion of elements like critical race theory in shows such as Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, not Louder and Crowder, Louder and Prouder, sparked controversy. Pixar's previous film, Lightyear, also faced difficulties at the box office. Some attributed the poor reception to the depiction of same-sex relationships, suggesting that the audience may have been asked too much. Tom, is America kind of getting sick of this, or are we still at a point of tolerance? Hey, let's be tolerant with these movies and cartoons.
I think America is on the... I'm going to give a summary here, and this may get me shot at, but this is the summary I see. I look around America, and I see people working with straight people, gay people, all kinds of folks at their offices and civic groups, PTA at their school, and they're trying to live in harmony, and there's people that have wanted marriage rights for a long time. John Roberts' decision, Supreme Court gave them that. And then along comes this whole trans thing, and which really is devolved into the Bud Light saga, the Target saga, school boards, things we're teaching kids. And there are gay couples that are right there protesting the same thing because they don't want their kids taught young. And I think all of that is coming together saying, damn it, we've had about enough of this. And there was no picket lines for Disney Elemental. You know what it was? Nobody took their kids to see it. Nobody reached into their pocket to pay, the $20 a ticket for the 3D, version of it with the glasses. And they said, I've had enough of it. And they said, I've had enough of Bud Light. And I said, I have enough of Disney's Elemental. I live in a diverse world. Stop trying to take an ultra minority of that and get crazy. And I really think that the tide is turning, and there's also core, lesbian and gay couples that are also tired of it, who also want to bring their kids up certain ways, and also don't like the portrayal. I think that's my point. I'll tell you, one of the best managers I ever had, in the corporate part of my life, one of the best managers I had, was gay, and it didn't matter. He was a great guy and a great leader, and he drove in I'm talking about my corporate existence, there was nothing there. And the fact that he was gay or not gay didn't matter. And I think America lives in that. It's like, if you're gay or not gay, it doesn't matter. But all the wokeism and all the stuff around trans and what's going on, Bud Light and now Disney and others, I think more than just straight America is fed up with it.
But Tom, but from what we're seeing though, because you went through the list with Bud Light and sports and this and all that, it's like they're not stopping though. You know what I mean? They're still being relentless. They're not seeing the. Do you think that, like, what is the ultimate goal of this push of just this little minority group? Like, what's the end game?
I think you have a lot of corporate PR people and CEOs that are wimps. And why can't you walk to the microphone that says, there's been gay people working at our company for 50 years. We've got equal medical programs. We've got, spousal arrangements. We have all these things that we've done for, regardless of who you are, just come take a job and do a good job. Mm-hmm. And where is that CEO and where are those PR people saying, time out? We've recognized these things that work among us. Why do we have to take this other step? Why do we have to have tuck-friendly kids swimsuits for age 5? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's over the waterfall. That's where it is. And I think that there's got to be both. And by the way, Texas Rangers have said baseball is for everybody, and we have everybody in our audience, and we feel no need to have a special celebration of anything that may or may not be on the fringe. Everybody's here watching Texas Rangers, and everybody's welcome to be here. Where's that voice in the rest of America? Because the rest of America is going to say, hey, that sounds like common sense. And I think common sense is going to make a comeback, and it's been drowned out this year by these fringes.
Yep. And it's funny that the people aren't saying anything, but they're showing it with their money, and they're not showing up to all these, all the events, all the movies and everything. It's like the silent the silent majority is happening with the money. So good for him.
And hear me now, hear me clearly. I'm not against anybody. You are who you are in a nation where the laws and the freedoms are to be that. But when you step over the edge and you get in the face of people's kids and you want to train their kids while they're at school and they're underage, you're no longer about personal freedom to be who you are. You're diving down into the lives of their kids. And guess what? You're pissing America off.
Yep.
Yeah, you were about to sound like the Reverend from back in the days. We're not against rap.
But
We're
we
not
are
against rappers, but we are against those thugs.
thugs.
But by the way, I want to show you this. So
Brandon
Brandon showed me this yesterday. This is a Gallup report that just came in. Fewer in U.S. say same-sex relations are morally acceptable. Interesting. This is the first time it's gone down. Tom, take a look at this. 64% down from 71% say same-sex relations are morally acceptable. Slightly more, 60% than last year say death penalty is morally okay. Birth control, divorce, still most widely viewed as morally acceptable. So, and by the way, this is Gallup. This is not Fox. This is not CNN. This is purely Gallup. If you want to go a little lower to see the moral issues on where we're at, on how people are looking at this, 22 to 23. Birth control change is what? -4%. Divorce, -3%. Sex between unmarried men and women, -4%. Having a baby outside of marriage, unchanged. Gambling, -2%. Gay or lesbian relations, the biggest one, -7%. People are like, yeah, I don't know if that's morally acceptable. That's Gallup that's saying this. Medical research using stem cells, unchanged. Can you zoom in a little bit? Death penalty went up. People are supporting death penalty. That went up. Buying and wearing clothes made of animal fur. Oh, that's going to be upsetting certain people here. 0%. Doctor-assisted suicide.
Wow, I didn't know Hillary was a
-2.
doctor.
Abortion, unchanged. Medical, by the way, it's interesting that abortion is unchanged, 52-52. Medical testing on animals, -4. Sex between teenagers, -3. Pornography, -2. -4. By the way, it's as if America became more conservative in the last year.
Isn't that crazy? It's right.
What are the numbers that have the greatest increase or decrease? If you can scroll back up.
It's gay. It's gay or lesbian, -7.
It's the 5
There
and
is
7.
nothing
Is there
that's a
anything else
greater
about-
change than that. Nothing.
Of being
That-
morally acceptable.
Of not being morally acceptable. They're not open to it. They're less open to it than they were a year ago. This is America.
But they went up
right?
on the death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to
This
kill
is
people.
What was the top of the article called right there?
American opinion of moral issues.
Oh, there was another
22.
article that I think the top of the article he researched about. So with this whole moral stance.
How do you process this? I'm curious now.
Yeah.
When you hear this, how do you process this?
I happen to believe that when you have an over-amplification of anything in society, what happens is people are pushed back into the corner of their core belief. And I think what we're seeing here is lawlessness from what happened with the BLM riots. It's not about the point of rights and racial equality in this country. It was how it was executed, how it was pushed back. Defund the police makes people feel insecure. I think when you take all those out and you push them, what happens is it's a purification process of what their core beliefs are, and it doesn't surprise me the survey would go up. I'd like to see the survey from right now to 2 years from now after a new president and when people have had time to think about it a little bit. I'd love to see that. To see, did it push back a little bit and then they kind of come back to where they were?
You know what it is? I think this could be called the tolerance index. You know how we have the greed,
Fear-greed index, yeah.
It needs to be called the tolerance index because this is kind of how tolerance works. Which religion is the most tolerant religion?
Christianity.
Christianity is the most tolerant religion. I mean, you can put Christianity.
Judaism's pretty tolerant.
I would say Judaism and Christianity is, but I would say, God forbid you say something about, a Jewish, what do you say? Wow, when you think about Jews and their money and their this, you could actually get
So
canceled.
any criticism you sound
no,
at,
oh,
you
yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
You
I totally
cannot
agree.
say it about Christianity. You can say whatever you want about Christianity.
You could say whatever you
want about Christianity, right? So to say
Yeah.
the most tolerant religion is who? Christianity.
I think so.
So the gays have to thank Christians for being the most tolerant because the Christians are sitting there saying, hey, as long as you're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Gay community, LGBT cannot thank the Muslim community because the Muslim community is not going to be like, hey, man, you want to come out here for us to do X, Y, Z? Nah, it's not going to happen. Live your life privately. Do whatever you want. It's not going to be a public thing that we're going to create a Pride Month for you and we're going to recognize you. I think Americans are kind of sitting there saying, well, you know what, this tolerance things, maybe there's a limit for it and you cross the line. We were tolerant with you. Now you're abusive. And now you're disrespecting us. Now you're insulting us, and we're going to pump the brakes right here.
Yep.
That index could be called a tolerance index.
Pat, do you think, how much do you think is the trans, well, like Tom was talking about, the trans movement is affected at -7, where people are just like, listen, we were totally cool. Everybody was chilling. Now this one little, it's like having that drunk uncle. The trans movement is like having that drunk uncle that shows up to the barbecue. You're like, we were having fun. Now you're taking your pants off. You're jumping in the pool. You're causing a fight. How much do you think that is reflecting in that -7?
A massive amount.
And
massive amount. I don't know anybody that has a problem with gay people.
Never.
Or
no.
lesbian people. Like nobody's.
Yeah.
It's been decades since that's even been an issue in this country.
Yep.
The T
it's
stuff.
resolved too. John Roberts' decision resolved.
The T stuff.
The T's are messing it all
and
up.
the kids stuff.
Yeah.
The drag stuff.
Yep.
The grooming stuff.
Yeah.
Correct.
All of a sudden it's like, I don't know about
It's
all
not
this
just
T stuff.
awareness of the trans.
Yeah.
That's not awareness of a self-identifying group. It's not what it is. It's when they've crossed over into the family, into product,
for sure.
into education, indoctrination, and conformity.
Got you.
And everybody else is saying, wait, get off my lawn.
Yeah,
You know?
and I hate how they turn it to like we're us talking like this right now. People are like they're transphobic. No. I'm not phobic. I'm not afraid of like it's like arachnophobia. I'm not scared of you. Nobody's scared of shit. It's just listen. We feel you. You're going through some mental stuff, and I hope that you can get better and everything. But pushing it down our throats, pushing it down our kids' throats, and then like I said, doing all those shows where you're just butt naked in front of kids. How is that furthering your
Phobic means fear, right?
Yeah, I'm not scared of anything.
Yeah. I am not transphobic. I am not afraid of you. You want to meet at the school board and you want to try to force education on kids. There are people that are not transphobic. They are not afraid of you, and they will meet you on the steps of the courthouse and they will hit you in the mouth to show they are not afraid of you.
Exactly.
It's not about being transphobic. It's like trans. Hey, I've always felt this way, and so I cross-dress, and this is what it is, and I'm trans. Okay, there's that. But then, and I think I should go to the school board, and I think there should be books. There should be this and this and this and this. It's like, wait. We just went from you identifying yourself as trans and some things there to now crossing over, and you want to indoctrinate my kids. Wait. There's the line. Yep. That's the line, and that's what's going on. And that's where they want to say, oh, you're transphobic. No, they're not transphobic. They're pissed off at you. There's a big difference.
Yeah, it's you.
MLK famously said, don't judge me by the color of my skin, but the content of my character. My question is, like, I don't ever introduce myself and be like, hey, Pat, I'm a heterosexual man. I like having sex with women. My preferred positions are doggy style. And that's never my lead story. Okay? But
I grew up Jewish in Miami. I was an athlete in high school. Nobody does that.
It's not how it works. But when they throw that out first of like, this is how I sexually identify. This is what my sexual proclivity is. And this is how you need to accept me. It's like, bro, I just want you to get the job done.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the lead story. And nobody
I
cares.
gotta tell you though, you did that so naturally. Like I wonder if that's how you flirt with girls at bars. Hey Mary, I'm Andy, Adam this, I'm straight,
I'm
and
hetero.
I prefer this.
Yeah.
Are you open to leaving the club right now or the bar right now? That seemed a little too natural. It's like a script.
Yeah.
Listen,
Okay,
practice makes perfect.
maybe-
My name is
may-
Adam. 16% of the men in this bar are straight. I'm one of them.
It's true.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow.
That's
By
a
the way,
fact
can
check
you
for
imagine if a shirt started trending? It says, I'm straight. If you just started selling a shirt that says, I'm straight.
Oh, my God.
And people are looking at it and saying, me too.
Yeah,
You too, me too. No,
yeah.
but that's great. That's
Yeah.
sick.
It becomes like a secret
Start
club.
hashtag, I'm straight. You know?
Or like instead of Pride Month, Pat, like it's
America
okay to be
comes out
straight
as
day.
straight.
Like, hey guys, I'm sorry, but you know what? I like women.
But
That's my
it's
day.
interesting that we're
comes
having
out
this
as
conversation on Pride Month. Have you seen what Elon Musk has been slowly dripping out there with the flag?
What do you do?
With the LGBT
Yeah.
flag?
That was hilarious. What
He'll
he
be
did
like,
yesterday.
oh, I'm sorry, but what country is this flag from? What?
Yeah, where did it come from?
Where are these people from? Like, Elon Musk is slowly.
He's a funny.
I don't know if
he's
it's
a
getting
troll.
red pill. I don't
No,
know,
he's a troll. He's a troll.
But he is not a fan of the rainbow mafia,
Yeah.
trans.
For sure.
What do you think it is? We've been studying Elon. Adam, why do you think he's doing that?
I think, common sense prevails and it's just becoming complete overreach. And, how many people from that community, from the far, far left of that community, have been calling for his head? There's so many people that hate Elon Musk now.
Oh, my God.
Because he is an entrepreneur. He's made his billions. He's a capitalist. He's a defender of free speech. And, he's
not
an
in
easy
line.
target and he's not falling in line and he's a free thinker. And it's interesting to see the pushback that he's getting right there, but he's a very, very necessary voice in the world.
Dude, he put his money where his mouth is so we can have our speech, and I respect the hell out of
Hey,
it.
Adam, you just traveled. You were in Romania, then you went to Israel.
Yeah.
I don't want to get yelled at for mentioning your vacation plans, but it's like you went around and you were at some places there. What did you see out there when you compare what's happening in American cities with, woke demonstrations, things are going on, compared to where just last week you were?
Yeah. It was actually pretty interesting because I was in Jerusalem, one of the most
Holiest places on the
I
planet.
mean, you just want to talk traditional, conservative, holy, religious cities. I didn't see one pride flag in Jerusalem. But in Tel Aviv, my friend,
Forget it.
oh, man, it was everywhere.
Really?
Everywhere.
In Tel Aviv.
Tel Aviv, very liberal city. Tel Aviv is a big party. Tel Aviv is South Beach, partying, going out, beach, nightlife. And they just had their pride. I mean, they're a very proud country. I mean,
Yeah.
most countries are proud. There's a lot of Israeli flags.
Yeah.
Star of David.
Of course.
When I tell you there were more pride flags in Tel Aviv
Really?
than there were their nation's flag, I was shocked. Look, you want to have a pride flag? That's cool. But to have it everywhere was quite shocking.
Did you?
It was
Did anybody go
interesting.
through like L'chaim? Did you get any of those guys? Like Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Adam. Did you get any of those guys?
I don't even know. I think
my goodness.
I'm schwitzing.
Attention editors, that's an emergency short clip. It
Oh
needs to
my
be up
God.
in 5
Like,
minutes.
Adam, oh my God. Like, hold on. Were there like yarmulkes with like the flag and stuff on them?
I mean, they were out. It was really just flags.
Oh,
Just, they were everywhere. And
Yamahas.
I saw one sign.
Shalom.
I saw one sign that says, shout out to you for your pride, but you can thank a straight person for your existence. Straight pride.
Oh, it's pretty
So,
gangster.
listen, I think nobody. Again, it sounds like we're a gay bashing. It's not
No,
that
it's not
at
gay
all.
bash. Oh, we can't make fun of it. I make fun of
It's-
everybody.
As a comedian, as a former comedian, it's not racist if you make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
If you can get it and you can get it and you can get it, you can get it. I'll make fun of Jews and Muslims and Christians and gays and blacks and white and Asians. It's like you
yeah.
guys can get it too. If you actually want to be accepted, you got to take the good with the bad.
100%.
Take the jokes.
Oh, dude, you should see Pat. Just the trans sketch we did where it's on Valuetainment comedy where I'm trans everything. I'm trans late. I'm transparent. It's a comedy skit. In the comments, some guy's like, "This is disgusting," and I never really respond. I went into I go, what you think your little group is off limits? I go, I make fun of
Yes.
myself, Middle Easterns, black, white, tall, short, gay. I don't care. Your group, you ain't off limits, dog. I'm going after you too. It's in good taste. I'm not saying any people to hurt them or do any of this, but it's like, bro,
Yeah.
you're not off limits, and I will make fun of your ass. So
Nobody
Shabbat
should be off
shalom.
limit. Hello.
There you go. Well, as we
and like-
say, heterosexuals stopping extinction for 5,000 years.
And
Yeah.
It's just like you gotta be able to use a sense of humor.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of people right now. Let's just pick on me and the Jews for a second.
Yeah.
I can't believe Vinny, who's not Jewish, just made fun of Adam of
Adam.
Shabbat.
Oh my God.
He made fun of the gay community and the Jewish community and the gay Jewish community all in one.
Yeah.
I'm like, and as a Jew, I'm like, that's actually fucking
It's
hilarious.
funny. If the
It was
Jewish guy's
hilarious.
laughing, stop being so butthurt. Anyway,
Speaking of butthurt.
I'm gonna be-
Hey, if you enjoyed this short clip, you want to watch the whole thing, click over here. But if you want to make 2023 the beginning of the greatest years of your life, I host a conference once a year. It's called the Vault Conference, where 3,000 CEOs, executive, entrepreneurs from around the world come together to strategize for 3.5 days. This year, it's going to be at Miami Diplomat Resort. And the speakers this year is going to be Tom Brady. He'll be there. I'll be interviewing him. Mike Tyson, Will Guidera, the guy that ran 11 Madison in New York. If you run a business, if you're a CEO, entrepreneur, and executive, this is not an event you want to miss out on. Get yourself, your spouse, your business partner, your running mates registered, and I look forward to seeing you there. Click on the link here or see the link in the description, and I hope to spend 3.5 days with you in Miami in August and September. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.